What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Swirly Plays Noire here on my YouTube channel. How you guys doing today? Hopefully the mic sounds better this time. I wasn't going to talk about it, but it was kind of quiet in the last video. I kept like cutting out a little bit. I'm trying to mess with my settings. It's been a long time since I messed with them, and I don't remember what I did. So I'd have to find that video I watched and adjust it, but it might be changed on the fly. I just think I need to be louder. It seems like an easy thing to change, but it's being strange. I don't know how to explain. Anyways, last time we did setup, I think it's called. It was the boxing mission where the guy was, him and his girlfriend were basically trying to screw the bookies, basically, and like he was supposed to throw the fight, but he ended up not doing it and tried to make off with some money. And his girlfriend died in the process. We got the guy at the theater. Kind of a weird case. I think it's one, like I said, I think it's one of the DLC missions. Because it had nothing to do with the story, what's going on. That felt like very much like an extra. But now we get to do the Naked City. This ought to be interesting. Let's see what's up.
187 at 5810 Murata Avenue. Homicide wants you over there. The coroner thinks the broad was whacked using the army morphine. Don't say anything, Roy.
Roy,
Just get
shut
over
the
there.
fuck up and go.
You seem distracted.
Oh no, battery's
We
low already.
recovered the morphine. Some of it might be unaccounted for, so what? That's life. We did our job.
Okay.
Closing one case opens another.
Do you have any idea what is really going on while we're wasting our time following this stuff?
Are you going to tell me?
The deals being done right now will change the face of LA forever, and we're wasting our time on some hump.
Someone's little girl.
Visit the morgue at the end of the month when the John and Jane Does are cremated. Their percentages. The odds for and against lightning striking.
Pretty sad. But believable.
Second floor, apartment 6, in the back.
Alright, thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Building looks familiar, but I'm sure it's just a similar model to another. Hey, Bukowski!
Bukowski, you made Homicide.
That I did. Good to
Filling
see
in
you.
my old shoes.
You two want a hug?
Oh
Get
no.
on with it.
Relax, Rusty.
Finbar, get out of here.
26 years old, fashion model. Found in the tub by the cleaning lady, Mrs. Reynoldson.
Model.
She called it in.
We heard Carruthers thinks...
Carruthers likes to make work for people. Overdose of sleeping pills. Falls asleep in the
Here we
tub.
go.
Rest in peace. Case closed.
Here, here. Mal is 100% that it's murder.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Imagine
Sure.
Russ
Right ahead.
and Roy. Boy, that'd be a spinoff I would not want to watch. Those two being... Imagine that buddy cop series. Good lord. What's up, bro?
Mal, we've had a look around. Rusty thinks it's a waste of time. What's your theory?
Come
I have
on,
not had a
Mal.
look
Tell
around.
us why we were dragged down here.
If the victim was alive when she entered the tub, water would have entered her lungs. The water is violently churned in the windpipe as she drowns. The result is that a lot of foam is generated. This foam is found at the mouth and
Checks out.
nostrils in almost all cases of real drowning. Notice anything about our Vic?
No
Yeah, I
phone.
took a look.
Be my guest.
I hope I can still look around the apartment.
Take a closer look at her head and neck.
That's some
The
bruising.
neck is bruised pretty badly.
Of course, Rusty's like, yeah, she drowned. I'm out of here. Like, pretty clear discoloration. Bite mark?
Very unusual ring.
I could be wrong, but it looks like a black sapphire.
Fancy. Like, those are absolutely bite marks, are they not?
Bruising on the forearms, and these look like bite marks.
Very good. The eyes are a classic sign of morphine, and the bruises tell their own story. I think one man held her down and another held her arm and injected her. They put her in the bath to try to cover it as a
Oh,
drowning.
damn.
And spread a trail of barbiturates.
Take a look around outside on your way out and see if you can find the syrettes. It would make my theory.
And morphine would have been very quick, and there wouldn't have been much of a struggle.
Okay, so find two guys who recently bought syrettes and weren't junkies, and you might be onto something.
Damn it, I bet I could have found the syringes first. Reds. Smoking jacket.
Quality English smoking jacket.
Do you remember a
I don't
smoking
know
jacket?
anyone under 45 who would wear one.
Very old man thing. Very true. Even back then. What are these pills? They're in the bathroom too.
Looks like barbiturates.
Roy's talking to somebody there. That poor person being comforted by Roy. That's nice. In here? Yep.
Barbiturates. What else is rattling
Sleeping
around in
pills,
this
okay.
thing?
Oh.
We should speak to her doctor. Prescribing both drugs would make her life a roller coaster.
Oh, damn. Very interesting. This chick's got a lot going on right now. Excuse me, cameraman. Can I, Jesus Christ. Okay. These pictures might be the last thing. Well, I gotta find the threats still.
This is all top end of town stuff. Gives us somewhere to look.
One of them say something? If that's even an option.
There's been a modeling assignment.
Oh.
It's a place to start.
Interesting. Okay, we got an address somewhere. All right, let's talk to
I'm
her.
Detective Phelps. I'm here to try and help Julia. Do you mind answering some questions?
Virginia Reynoldson, I'm just so shocked. I feel like there's something I should be doing, someone I should call.
We can make those calls, ma'am. Who needs to be notified?
That's just it. I don't know. Miss Julie doesn't have any family in town. Someone has to set her affairs in order. Mr. Henderson, maybe? Who else is there?
Mr. Henderson.
I don't know.
If you give the details to the other detectives, ma'am, they can try and get in contact.
All right, here we go. We're going to do a good job. Victim state of mind. Let's go. Clear like me.
Was Miss Randall depressed about something? Upset?
No more than normal.
Why'd you look to the side? I don't trust anybody in this damn game. They're going to remove accused. Oh, they removed bad cop. Now, do we want to lie right away? Or accused of right away? I mean, sleeping pills. Was she depressed? No. Yes, she was. She had sleeping or pills for depression. Coming out hot.
What are you hiding here, Mrs. Reynoldson? Julia was obviously disturbed about something.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Sleeping pill?
She was taking barbiturates. She couldn't sleep.
Go.
You must have seen them in her room.
You've seen the pillbox, the things she hid in there. I don't know how she supported herself. Always new clothes and jewelry. She lived like a movie star. A princess. Does modeling really pay that well?
Interesting. All right, victim's personal life.
Did Miss Randall have many friends visit?
I'm not sure. I only come around twice a week.
Well, she's definitely not telling the truth with that look. Damn. I mean, we know about the smoker's jacket. Because that can't be her. I'm riding this train. This bitch lying all over the place.
Why are you lying to me, Mrs. Reynoldson? Julia had men stay here.
I will not speak ill of the dead. You can't prove that.
Why is having dudes over? Okay. Men's smoking jacket.
Who owns the smoking jacket?
Mr. Henderson?
I wouldn't like to tell tales, you understand. But that's Mr. Henderson's. An older man, very distinguished looking. He seemed very much in love with her.
Where would we find him?
I'm sorry.
I guess she's 26 now. She's 8.
No. He said he lives in San Francisco.
Relationship with victim. Come on, 2 out of 3.
What
Is
was
she
it
lying
like
one more time?
Working for Miss Randall.
Perfectly fine, officer.
Don't buy that. Bad cop.
Mrs. Reynoldsson, it seems like there's something you want to tell me.
She was very high-strung.
Go, you guys.
Lovely one moment and screaming at you the next. She wanted it all, and she wanted it damn quick. Of course, being so beautiful, it seemed like she was going to get it. Not the way it's turned out, though, is it?
Thanks, Mrs. Reynoldsson. You've been very helpful.
Tried to lie
One of
to
the
us,
other
but
detectives will take your statement, and then you can go home.
nice. I got a lot to call in about.
Stefan, Rusty, we'll take a look around outside and then follow up these leads. Can you get some guys to run down the jacket?
Hey, Cole taking charge.
You think Carruthers has called it right?
He rarely gets it wrong.
I don't know.
Wait, there's clue
I'm with
music again.
Galloway. I've met enough girls in my time who can't handle their dope.
Oh. There it is. I can turn it the right way.
Mal will be pleased.
Well, that's hardly conclusive, given the number of those things we've come across.
I'm really tired of our detective, our partner being like, I don't.
Autopsy will confirm it one way or another.
Bukowski, Galloway, quite the little reunion in there. Almost brought a tear to my eye.
Well, Galloway can stay home.
How would you know? You
Rusty
got
is not
promoted
good
so fast
police.
you barely had time to learn their names. Let me fill you in. Bukowski's a pushover. Galloway's a drunk.
You could learn a thing or two from both of them.
Please. They couldn't work a vice case if their life depended on it.
I don't see why they'd be any better or worse at it than me.
I noticed you said better. Hubris disguised as humility. Kind of
Jesus.
your trademark, don't you think?
Why do you always twist everything? Galloway's got nothing to prove. He's been on homicide for years.
And he's welcome to it. You're a terrier, Phelps, and that's what I need. Not some old bulldog who can't get up a flight of stairs without coughing up his lunch.
Fuck Rusty, but I won't stand for this Bukowski sling. I like them. Alright, let's see what's going on in here. Dr. Stone. Oh, 5th floor. I was looking up at the top.
Here, Stoneman, office 505.
I swear, if we locked up every doctor in this town, Vice would be able to work half days.
Hmm. Oh, 5.
Yes, sir, your name?
LAPD, we'd like to see Dr. Stoneman.
Dr. Stoneman is with a patient. Would you like to wait?
No, we wouldn't. Tell him we want to see him now.
There's no need to be rude.
Save it, sister.
Dr. Stoneman, I have some gentlemen
Gentlemen.
from the LAPD here to see you.
Send them in, please. I'll see this patient again after they've left.
Guy's foot came through the door.
Your investigation is much more important than my sciatica. I'm just in pain here. Leave me alone.
Dr. Stoneman?
Oh, I
we
just
are
remembered
investigating
part
the death of one of your
mission.
patients, Julia Randall.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions about Ms. Randall?
Not if it doesn't compromise doctor-patient privilege, Detective.
Alright, rolling right into the next one.
How well did you know Miss Randall?
Barely at all. She'd only been a patient 6 months or so.
Interesting. I don't remember if she... This doesn't say it. I don't remember if she said how long he'd been around. I use intuition. So I was afraid. Oh, okay. I got rid of the statement. All right, I'm just gonna play bad cop. That's what I was hoping. I wasn't even hoping. I'm glad that this housekeeper's statement got removed. That was the only thing holding me back.
You didn't like her, did you?
It wasn't a question of like, Detective. She was incredibly beautiful. When you looked in her eyes, you knew how a mouse felt before a snake. Not an ounce of warmth there.
I have no idea what I should have said.
You wrote Julia Randall a prescription for Benzedrine. How can you account for that?
Miss Randall was in the fashion business. She wanted to control her weight.
Nothing really sounds right, but he's being fishy. I should have accused last time, but I'm gonna go bad cop again.
Benzedrine is addictive, As I'm sure you know, Doctor.
Doctor.
I warned her, but she was determined. She said she needed it to control her appetite.
Sounds like you knew her pretty well.
I knew the line of work she was involved in.
That'll be all for now,
Yeah, I'm
Dr.
pissed.
Stoneman. We'll be in touch.
I knew that he was involved with her. I still fucked it up.
The old boy's lying.
I agree.
About what?
I don't know. He looked relieved when you said she was dead. That's a strange reaction to have to the death of a young patient.
Interesting. I didn't get that.
Have you noticed how croakers only pull out the physician-patient privilege card when they got something to hide?
There are certain things people have a right to keep private.
Until it gets in the way of police work.
Kind
And
of
it's only
agree.
private when it suits them. A couple of drinks and every doctor I've met will spill your darkest secrets in a heartbeat.
Well, hello. What can I help you with today?
LAPD, ma'am.
I hope I haven't done anything wrong.
No, ma'am. We're making some inquiries about Julia Randall. Does she work here?
No, I had to let her go. Is she in some sort of trouble?
Oh,
She was found dead this morning.
God, rolled right into it.
How long had Julia worked as a model?
Well, she worked in New York before coming here. She was a very beautiful girl.
Okay, good cop.
Could you tell us why you let Miss Randall go?
Husbands sometimes come in here with their wives. When Julia Randall modeled, the husbands were often more interested in her than they were their wives' dresses. The wives weren't happy, and neither was I.
Damn.
Did she have any close
Hey,
friends
one for one.
here?
Actually, yes. Heather Swanson. Would you like to speak with her?
I'd like that very much. Please don't inform her about Miss Randall's death.
Very well, officer. Heather, these gentlemen are from the LAPD.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. I understand that you worked with Julia Randall, Miss Swanson?
Yes. Julia helped me get my job here. She's not in any kind of trouble, is she?
She's a hellraiser, isn't she? Lives a fast life.
Oh, no. Maybe Mrs. Stanley would call her that, but I wouldn't. She's full of life, wonderful company.
That's a lovely engagement ring.
Do you like it? Henry gave it to me.
I'm very interested in engagement rings. Do you mind if I take a closer look?
This is awkward.
That's some pearl, Miss
Big old
Swanson.
pearl.
Would have cost Henry a fortune. He must really love you.
Mother of pearl. This is crazy for how many questions there are. Talk about the like. Make Alex look like an idiot mission. That's what this one is. I've held my own though. The Henderson one's the only one that pissed me off. How well he.
How did you meet Julia?
I was introduced through my fiance, Henry Arnett.
Okay, no reason to lie.
Henry is your beau. Tell us about it.
Yes, he is. Henry has a fashion business. He and Julia have been friends for years.
Formed of Mr. Henderson.
Are Miss Randall and Mr. Henderson engaged?
Who's he?
Interesting. Okay, good cop.
She was wearing a sapphire engagement ring. Someone must have given it to her.
She never mentioned a man named Henderson to me.
That's all for now, Miss
All right,
Swanson.
3 good cops.
Could you ask your
Wait, I'm fine
fiancé
with
to
that.
visit Hollywood Police Station? It would be very helpful to our inquiry.
Now, wait a moment. I don't think I'll pass on that message until you tell me why you're asking all these questions.
Chris.
Julia Randall was found dead this morning.
What? Oh, no. Oh, I can't believe it. She was so full of life.
Calling an ID on Henry? Probably.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. The coroner's been asking to speak to you. I can connect the call if you like.
Please, thank you.
My cord's dying.
Al?
Cole, can you get over here? I just finished the autopsy.
Sure thing, Mal. We'll be right over.
That could be helpful. Alright, that feels like something to do first. Move over, Roy.
You know the way. You can drive.
Oh, it's only
All
place
right,
to.
where to?
Hospital.
Nice move not telling old Sweet Lips in there about her friend taking the big jump till we were half out the door. Very slick.
I figured we'd get more out of her that way.
You're learning, Phelps. We'll make a vice cop out of you yet.
While you stand there and do nothing. Like the other. Except McCall. I liked it. I don't even know why. Probably because he was just like neutral. While the other two have been like active dickhead. There we go.
Cole, Roy, I have some information for you.
You're the only person enjoying this, Mal. Get on with it.
The bruising confirms 2 sets of hands, so we have 2 killers. Death was caused by heart failure due to an overdose of morphine.
Have you dragged us down here to gloat? We already heard your theory.
We agree that she was murdered.
Yes, of course.
I have something else to show you.
All right, Mal, what gives?
Jeez.
Dead guy's name is Jimmy LeBlanc, career burglar. He came in this morning. Someone stove his head in with a lump of 2x4.
So what? Good riddance.
I found 2 cigarettes in his jacket pocket.
Wow.
Hang on a minute, Roy. We're listening, Mal.
No
The
sign
fuck
of
up, bro.
morphine
God
use
damn.
and no metabolized morphine in his blood. Scratch marks on his face.
Which could be from getting his head remodeled.
Time of death, Mal.
Maybe an hour or 2 after the Randall girl.
So you're saying Laughing Boy here could be one of our killers? That's a hell of a long shot.
Thanks, Mal. We'll check it out.
I found something else.
Interesting. A cone or harmonica?
Sorry, I don't play.
I don't know if it's significant. His wallet was empty. The only other things he was carrying were the harmonica and the morphine.
Weird.
Carruthers. Yeah, he's here. I'll send him over. They have a guy called Henry Arnett in interview 2 for you next door. Let me know how you get on.
Sure, Mal. And thanks for the lead.
Sure, Mal. Thanks for the lead.
Yeah, they didn't annoy me as much last time I played the game. Too.
Mr. Arnett, I'm
Okay.
Detective Phelps. This is Detective Earl. Thanks for coming in.
Call me Henry. It's the least I could do. Terrible news about Julia.
Okay. Relationship with Vic.
How well did you know Julia Randall?
Vaguely. I'm in the clothing business, and Julia occasionally modeled for me.
I think he's being straight.
And you were close?
We were friends.
He didn't even look away or anything. God damn it.
Miss Randall's landlady said she was seeing an older man.
Could have been. I wasn't privy to all the details of Julia's private life.
Back up.
Spill it, Henry. You know nothing about a man named Henderson?
Yes, you're right. Henderson, yeah. Very distinguished.
How about a first name, wise guy? An address, maybe?
I'm sorry, I don't. I think he lives somewhere out of town. Somewhere back east.
That's nothing. Oh, fuck. Started off so good.
Ever heard of a Jimmy LeBlanc?
No. Should I have? Is he an entertainer or something?
Okay. There's no reason he would know. Bad cop.
So you wouldn't have any reason to believe that LeBlanc would be involved in Julia Randall's murder?
If this guy is a criminal, he might have been involved. But like I said, I've never heard
Did I just go
of
0
this
for
LeBlanc
3?
character.
Heather told us
Wow.
that you were in fashion.
That's right.
Some kind of traveling salesman?
once I got out of the Corps, I used my...
You were in the Marines?
Sure. I'm proud of it. Fighting 6th.
You were in the 6th Marines?
Yes. I was a captain.
Which company?
Various companies. We had a lot of casualties.
What a dick.
Engagements.
Okinawa. A couple of other places.
That will be all for now, Henry. You've been very helpful.
The wrong fucking guy to say that shit.
That son of a bitch was never in the Marines. Why'd you let him off the hook?
Because we're giving him a couple of minutes before we start tailing him. Arnett is an amateur. We need to find out who killed the girl. Can you pass this on to Bukowski? Have him check the place out and go through his records.
Sure, I'll pass it on.
Thanks. Can you also have R&I run the records on a Jimmy LeBlanc and find out who was his last arresting officer? Have them get in touch via KGPL when they have some information.
And I can't wait to see what those right questions were for that one.
He's in that car at the lights.
Lying about military service is like the douchiest fucking thing you could do.
He was squirming like a worm in there.
Especially in
Don't
a...
you love it when they pull the war hero excuse? Actually, maybe.
Man, I'm pissed I failed against that guy. Too close.
I'd have expected a cad like Arnett to be a better liar.
Look down for the subtitles, almost ran that car. I mean, worst part is he freaking fooled me. Just didn't make sense. He wasn't looking around. Like, he wasn't acting funny. On that first one especially. Oh god.
That's it. We're spotted. Back off. Back off.
What? We weren't spotted. Calm down. What if I clip the guy? Recovered nicely. Car's not even visibly banged up. The green light, go.
That idiot never stepped foot in Okinawa.
Now it's gonna be personal for Cole. He's like, don't you dare lie about that shit. There we go, he's stopping. Now do I follow him on foot, I think? I want to say I do both.
He needs money and fast. Get in there and find out what he pawned. I'll stick with him, see how he intends to spend the money. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Hoof it, Phelps. I'll bring the car around when I'm done here.
He definitely just glanced behind him. Okay. I think only if you get too close does he turn around. If you keep a distance, he'll just keep walking. I gotta get to the point where I can sprint.
Too much slack.
Damn it.
Gotta get closer.
I think I'm incognito right there, staring at the... looking in the window.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Come on, get there, get there, get there. Fuck.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
You're a real asshole. You know that?
Kind of new idea. Cross is over there. Instead of following him over, I just went over this way right now. And then hopefully I can just run up and to the right side.
This guy must have escaped a lunatic.
What do you want from me, bro? Leave me alone. I gotta move. Okay, he's turning right. Nice. Oh, that's right. Okay. I think he goes in that travel building.
Too much slack. Gotta get closer.
Okay, there we go. Alright, that's what it was. I think I remember figuring that out before. Because you can't really get across the street without him seeing. The way I tried it the first time.
That's right, Mexico City. One-way ticket, please. Next available seat.
That would be 1 day from now. Is that okay?
It's going to have to be.
Interesting.
LAPD, the man who just came in here, he bought a ticket?
Yes, sir. To Mexico City, tomorrow night.
If you hear from him again, don't mention this conversation.
Cool.
What have you got?
He bought a ticket for Mexico City tomorrow night.
That's good, but this is better.
Oh my God, it's Fabergé.
Should have seen the look on the pawnbroker's face when I told him to hand it over.
The guy who owned the joint thought it was worth at least 10 large for a cigarette case. Arnett only got 600 clams.
600 clam. Here's Beverly with love and affection. Always. Jay. Okay. Julia, probably. Beverly, her friend's name? I already don't remember. People? It was Heather, I was gonna say.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Any messages?
Yes, Detective. Detectives Bukowski and Galloway request you return to Hollywood Station. They have information in the Julia Randall case.
Nope.
Any luck with the arrest record check on Jimmy LeBlanc?
Yes, Detective. Jimmy LeBlanc's last arresting officer was Patrolman Fred Wallace. He's posted to Hollywood 9th Beat, Sunset Boulevard between Gordon and Wilcox.
Thanks, ma'am.
I think I should do that first.
A one-way ticket to Mexico. Old Henry's looking as guilty as a dog next to a pile of dog shit.
What's his motive?
I can think of a few, but I'd put my money south of the belt. One guy plus 2 dames always equals problems.
Okay. What's this guy want? Oh, damn.
Come on, let's give him a hand. Right behind you, Wallace. Detective Phelps.
Chase him down.
Wallace, go left. I'm going right after this little prick in the alley.
Oh, shit. Just gunned down on the streets. You know, that's fine. They actually let me run with my gun, so taking him down.
Weapons on the ground.
Okay. One more.
Wide open here.
Boom. Capped him. Okay.
Thanks. Outstanding warrant, armed robbery. Knocked over a drugstore back there, and it looks like he brought his whole posse with him. Bad luck for them.
They're all yours now. We need some information.
Ever heard of a burglar goes by the name of Jimmy LeBlanc?
Sure. I nabbed Jimmy on a burglary beef a couple of years back.
They cut through a music shop and into a jewelry store. He got 4 years.
Damn.
I miss his partner, though.
His partner?
Big guy. I had him cornered, and he picked up this huge display case and threw it out a plate glass window. Then he vaulted out of there like something out of Barnum and Bailey.
Got away.
I would have had him, except for LeBlanc yelling, "Run for it, Willie!"
And you think he was an
Holy
acrobat
cow.
of some sort?
More like a strongman, a wrestler, or a boxer, that kind of thing.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
I'm glad I came here. Now we gotta lead on the second
Too
guy.
badly yourself.
Pound up those bodies. You know how we do. UPOI. Really?
You're behind the wheel.
All right, now we can hit this state. Talk to the
All
old
right,
boys.
where to? You're suggesting LeBlanc is still working with Willie?
Why not?
A strong man held down Randall while someone administered the morphine. Someone with muscle opened up LeBlanc's skull. Could be.
We caught up with Mal. He's given us the dope on LeBlanc.
He worked burglaries with a big guy. Goes by the name of Willie. He might be our killer. Can you work boxing gyms, the Y, promoters, that kind of stuff?
Since when have you started giving orders, Phelps? And where's the burglary angle?
Since forever.
Sign of a...
That's where our net comes in. Next stop, we speak to Lacey about a list of recent burglaries.
Guy's a bum. His office is a front, and he's behind on the rent and his phone bill.
And he's skipping town tomorrow.
Let's get him in and beat it out of him.
Do you want to bring in the killer, Rusty?
You could be too smart for your own good, Phelps. We've been talking about that, haven't we, Roy? Stefan?
Finbar?
Stefan and Finbar.
Sir, I need the contraband list. Items stolen over the last year.
Hang on, I'll dig out a copy for you. Here you go.
Thanks.
Is the cigarette case on there?
I was gonna say the sig case. Coin, silver pill. Oh, silver pillbox though.
Seems Julia wasn't the first bored society girl to hide her bennies in that pillbox.
This is Anitha Crawford. Pearl ring.
Even the engagement ring was purloined. Arnett is a cad.
Yeah, he is. I still don't see the Fabergé there.
It's here. Arnett must be
This is
out
Beverly,
of his mind trying to move this while under a murder cloud.
Black sapphire ring. I was gonna say, also from Beverly.
Julia Randall's ring. It's here.
Damn. Talk to Mrs. This is a long mission, but I like this. This one is one of my favorites in a while.
So you and Rusty have been having discussions. Anything you would like to tell me, partner?
Damn.
Phelps, don't be so
Those two
touchy.
should be talking. They're two douchebags.
Rusty had his best ever clearance rate working with you. Even if the cases he worked on can't be discussed. We were just comparing notes. You're a Booneroo case man, Phelps. One of the best I've ever seen.
Thanks.
Well, thank you.
You gotta learn to take a compliment, Phelps.
All right. Very nice house, as it should be. If they got freaking cigarette cases worth 10 grand and a maid.
LAPD, ma'am. Is Mrs. Eavestrom in?
Oh, Eavestrom. Or she's old.
Would you follow me, sir?
Yep.
I am Mrs. Eavestrom. How may I help you?
We appear to have recovered some stolen goods that belong to you, ma'am.
Yes, of course. That terrible burglary. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you, ma'am. We have some questions.
Roy was gonna be like, I will. Oh, okay.
Why would I mind, young man, if you are returning 43 pieces of my property?
Okay, before we get down to that, I'll have a scotch. Thanks, straight up.
Maria, can you get the detective a drink, please?
More damn questions. List of stolen items.
Can you describe to us what was stolen?
It would be easier to describe what wasn't stolen, detective. A priceless tiara that has been in the family for 50 years. A Fabergé cigarette case that was worth $25,000.
Here we know it was more, not that much. Does this mention 10 grand specifically on it? Liar.
Why are you lying about the value of your jewelry, Mrs. Eavestrom?
Insurance.
Who do you think you are, making heinous accusations in my own home?
How rude. We're
We
10,000.
recovered the cigarette case from a pawnbroker. No one knows the real value of an item better than those guys.
I inflated its value for the insurance claim.
It's fame.
There.
That's fair.
Are you
Fame.
satisfied? My daughter's boyfriend was quite taken with the case. I think he was even more disappointed than I was when it was stolen.
Oh.
What can you tell us about the burglary?
A terrible night. At least a year ago. But let's not go into that. Let's talk about what you've recovered.
This feels like a bad cop. I don't know. She's not looking like she's like trying to dodge the question. Let's just get her
The
talking.
house when the burglary took place?
Good heavens, no. I was at a social function held by a Dr. Harold Stoneman and his lovely wife.
Harold
I
Stoneman.
returned home and all of my things were missing.
That's about it for now, Mrs. Eastrom. The department will
Wait,
get in touch.
Harold
let you know how you can
Stoneman.
recover your value.
Henderson isn't?
You've only mentioned a few of the items that have been stolen, Detective. What else has been recovered?
You see, Phelps? That's why you get the drinks in early.
Hello, Mother. Hello, detectives.
Oh.
What is going on?
We'd like to ask exactly the same question.
You have met my daughter?
Oh, shit.
This morning at work. Oh, mother and father divorced. I took my father's name.
The detectives recovered some of the things that were stolen, darling.
Well, what did you find?
A sapphire ring on the corpse of Julia Randall.
What are you talking about?
Your engagement ring, Miss Swanson. Would you be surprised to know that it was part of the proceeds of a burglary?
That's an outrageous allegation.
Yes, it is. I suggest we go straight to Henry Arnett's place and sort this mess out.
Holy shit, this is getting crazy now. So wait a minute. Time out. Okay. First off, Henry Stoneman is not necessarily Henderson. I was getting like I thought we knew that the doctor was the guy with the jacket. That's not necessarily true then. Also weird that like Henry Arnett could steal from her own mom and them not know that that's stuff. Oh, they just sold, like pawned off everything else. Although the sapphire, I don't think the pearl ring. I honestly don't remember if the pearl ring was in the stolen list there. It might have been. But it's weird that she would like not recognize at least the pearl ring from her own mom's stash if that was in it. That's strange. I don't know. Anyways, let's go get him. Apparently I'm driving.
We're missing something
All right.
here. Arnett is obviously arranging the burglaries.
That's my fiance you're making scurrilous accusations about.
Well,
And Randall was obviously his partner.
But neither of them are the type to creep apartments.
You're being ridiculous. Both of you. There's a very good explanation for all of this.
interesting.
Put a sock in it, sister. You're being played for a patsy and you're not even smart enough to see it.
Interesting. So Julia's the partner, they think.
Look where you're going.
Couldn't make that. Couldn't cut that corner. Nice tall apartment building over here. Alright. I hate having to drive. That took so long for basically no. See what's going on.
Come on, sister. Let's find out who your fiance really is.
Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, are you a resident?
No.
LAPD detectives. We're here to speak to Henry Arnett.
Oh, Mr. Arnett? Apartment 30. You can take the lift.
Thank you.
Taking the lift.
Isn't this just nice and awkward?
Yeah. Whoa. Chase down? Oh, damn.
Stop! LAPD!
Don't kill him, Cole. This guy's our case. Go on, get
Put
out
your
of here.
hands in the air!
Is this the Willie guy? Oh, come on. Little foot race.
Give it up! LAPD!
Oh my god, no. My hell.
me chase you.
I'm coming for you. You gonna punch me? Damn.
Looks like he got you good, Phelps.
Yeah, he really packs a wallop. How did I get back here?
Under your own steam, miraculously. You came in through the window, said hello, and then keeled over.
How was
Interesting.
Arnett?
He's coming around, too. He's all hopped up. Good time to get some answers.
You missing something, Henry?
Check this shit out. Mexico City.
You told Heather you're honeymooning without her? Vacheron Constantine. That's an extremely expensive watch, Henry.
Jeez.
A graduation present from my parents.
Oh. Sure it is, bud. Okay, I was gonna say, hopefully there's nothing else. Hopefully our final interview.
We know all about the jewelry ring. You and Randall and LeBlanc and Willie doing the legwork.
I'm in the fashion business.
He's just like straight face, but there's so many clues. Okay. I feel like, well, we know he pawned this off. The Kate. Yeah. And that was on the list of stolen shit. And we know he's the one that gave it. But yeah, fuck you, you're lying.
You're lying, Henry.
How can you prove that I'm involved, Detective?
Involved. I'm just scrolling down here. Boom.
Because
Nice.
you pawned a Fabergé cigarette case today for $600. A case that is on a list of stolen items.
It was Julia's idea.
Damn.
Get a list of society parties and
Watching
find
her
out
face.
where and when, and then have the guests burgled. Julia was desperate for money. No matter how much we made, she always wanted more.
Motive for murder.
Why did Reed and LeBlanc kill Julia Randall?
I wanted to stop, to get out of that life. I was going to marry Heather if she'd have me. Julia told the others that they were out, that she was going to create a new gang.
Why would you want to... Wait, is that an item? You're going to stick around and marry her, but bought a train ticket. Seems weird. This guy's a lying piece of shit. There's no way good cop is the answer to anything.
You're lying, Arnett. I think you ordered them to kill her. It was made to look like suicide, and when the coroner saw through that, you knew it was time to run.
I
Oh, shit.
told you I was involved in the burglaries. I had nothing to do with Julia's death. Why would I need to run?
Yeah, bro. You watch me pick up a ticket and look at it right next to you. Train ticket.
Have you told Miss Swanson that you're leaving for Mexico City tomorrow night?
Oh.
That it's a one-way ticket?
Yeah, have you told her, bud?
Tell me it isn't true.
This poor girl.
I had no choice. I wanted to marry Heather. I told Julia I wanted out, and she laughed in my face. I had to pay Willie and Jimmy a fortune to do her, and now I'm completely broke.
What you are, Buster, is under arrest.
We'll just ask one more question just for shits and giggles. Okay.
Who is Henderson, and what is his involvement?
Tell them what you know, Henry. I'll stand by you if you'll only tell the truth.
Okay.
There is no Henderson.
Well, clearly there is. The jacket? Housekeeper statement? Like, we know there is one. But what is it? Okay, he's got to be lying. Fuck. Okay. Alright, let's just one by one. what has to do with Henderson? The two homicide suspects are LeBlanc and this Willie dude. The jacket could be because the maid said it was Mr. Henderson. Sleeping pills, I don't know. Modeling job is him. Morphine is how she died, obviously. Pearl ring is the one that Heather has. This was already an answer. I feel like Stone... What if Henderson's name was on here? Like, that was some of the stuff they stole? Because I just don't understand how knowing that the jacket was his
So you'd best
accused. See what he says. But maybe it'll help me.
Tell me about your first burglary, and don't lie.
I can't remember. I don't keep a list of these things.
Oh. That's a good example of, like, I knew he had to be lying, but I didn't know where the angle would be. So the list is the contraband. So this... I don't know how this has to do with Henderson, but this... Damn, this is an hour and 15 minutes.
Your first burglary was a Dr.
Ooh.
Harold Stoneman. You want to explain how he is involved, or shall I?
Henderson is Stoneman. He was crazy
Maybe I did, like, subconsciously remember that or something. Because I swear to God, I didn't know that when I screwed him up. Or remembered that. Oh.
Julia never let him touch her. She just kept him hanging on the promise.
Damn.
Drove the good doctor almost insane.
This is one of my favorite
Henry
cases.
Arnett,
This one's
you are
fucking
under
insane.
arrest for burglary and for the murder of Julia Randall.
Henderson is Stoneman, all right? I'm not the guy you want. Go talk to the good doctor.
Oh, we will, knucklehead. Meanwhile, we're fitting you for convict stripes.
Yeah, you're absolutely getting arrested, either way. All right.
Can you drive to this one?
I'm assuming it's back to Stoneman's place, yeah.
I guess the wedding's off.
He only robbed her mother and killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out. Maybe we should ask him to give you a quick once-over. That meathead gave you one hell of a pasting.
I've had worse.
You should have seen yourself staggering back in there like a drunken sailor.
Next time you
This
can
is also
take
the
a run.
longest
I didn't box in the
case
Marines, though,
I've ever
did
done.
I?
Should have never told you that.
All right. Now what the hell's going on here? All right, here we go. The last missing thread.
Hang on a moment, sister. Tell him it's Henry Arnett. And tell him it's urgent.
I can't
call.
do that.
Tell him, or I'll charge you with obstruction of justice.
Oof.
Doctor, I'm afraid Mr. Arnett is here to see you, and he says it's urgent.
Send him in.
Send him in.
I told you never to come.
Tell us the truth, Doctor.
Oof.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. Do you know that I loved her? I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties.
Who his wife?
Didn't matter how much money I showered upon her, it was never enough.
Hey, bald old man.
Never really cared for me.
Doctor, I'm afraid you're under arrest.
Damn.
The practice. You'll call Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key. What have I done?
Whoa! Shit!
Didn't see that coming.
Best case of the game. Good lord, man.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
I need an ambulance and the coroner immediately to the offices of Dr. Harold Stoneman, 1646 Ivor Street, Hollywood.
En route, Detective. You have a message. Detective Bukowski says the suspect is named Wilson Willie the Wolf Reed, former wrestler.
Damn.
Stone address is an apartment building at the corner of Hollywood and Vine. Detective Bukowski says to meet them there.
I guess he's
On our
the
way.
true last person left. This is the
We have an
longest
address for the
fucking.
runner.
Let's try and wrap this up then.
Wilson Reed. All right, let's go.
I need to go over the case
1,
notes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Am I reading that right? The 11th location of this mission. Jesus. Oh boy. Oh, we're at 1 a.m. to this. Damn.
He's around here somewhere. A big guy. Neighbors say he always wears basketball shoes and a cream jacket. And get this.
Huh.
The kids around here say he plays the harmonica.
Find a game well
Oh,
and
damn.
have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this out of the street.
Okay.
A harmonica playing wrestler. That's a weird one. Think he knits as well?
Just keep your eyes open and your mouth shut. We don't want him to bolt on us.
I hear it.
Wilson Reed, LAPD, give yourself up.
Whoa. Didn't mean to shoot there. Time to climb. Eventually. He's way up there. Okay. How high up am I going here? He's still going up? I'm just gonna keep going. It says there's an arrow up there. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's my thing up. It's a weird place to be chasing. Yeah, fist fight him.
Hold it. He's got to be around here somewhere. No place to go unless he grew wings. There he is. Where's the son of a
Whoa. Sometimes I gotta shoot him. Jesus. Oh, damn. He did fall off. We missed it.
Really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he?
Jesus, that was weird.
Julia Randall's folks are flying in from New York tomorrow to claim the body. I saw her on the slab. So perfect. Looked like she was made of porcelain. She really made an impression on me.
Julia had that impact on a lot of men.
Okay.
Christ, it's cold. You guys did good work here today. Roy, I think you should buy your brother officers a drink.
Do you now? That's very generous of you, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant. Boy, longest case of all time, huh? 5? Take 4. I'll take 4. Well, that vehicle damaged me driving around. Pretty good. 3 questions. 2 of them in the same interview. So how many of them there were, I will take that. That's definitely, that might be number 1, if not top 3 for sure. Favorite cases so far. I really, really like that one. That one was cool. A lot of fun stuff. You got a lot of different stuff. A lot of people involved as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter @SwirlyGames. Listen to my dad. And I'll see you in the next video.